So I'm headed out on a canoe trip this weekend with my boyfriend. And we are doing a Conland canoe trip that is 2 days, 1 night. And so I thought I would film a little video showing what food we are bringing with us on that trip. I find it really interesting watching other people's videos of the things they're bringing along because there's so many different grocery store options out there to create some interesting dehydrated meals. So I figured I would share what we're bringing as well. So this trip will be 2 lunches, 1 dinner, 1 breakfast, and some snacks. So why don't we go through that? So in terms of what food I am bringing on this trip with my boyfriend, this is sort of the spread I have set out, including snacks and meals. We're only going out for the weekend, so we have 1 breakfast, 1 dinner, and a couple of lunches, and then I have a good variety of snacks to go with. So I'll break this down by meals, and we'll go through it all. So when I'm packing food for a backcountry canoe trip, I like to use these bags. So this is a smell-proof bag, supposedly. I got a pack of them off of Amazon, and they came with these little yellow clips. And you're supposed to be able to put your food in it, and it kind of blocks the scent a little bit, deters some animals. I'm not sure how well those actually work. I've never tested them. They claim to work, but animals won't even notice it, but it just gives me something to put my food in that keeps it contained, and if it works a little bit, that's great. I still do a bear hang with my food, so I'm not too concerned, but just a nice way to store it. So I use the little clip and a bag. There's 2 different sizes of bags that come in the kit. This is the smaller of the 2 sizes, which is still decently large, and it is the size that fits in the food barrel I use when I go with just 2 people. So this barrel is actually not a normal food barrel. This was a protein powder container that I actually took from my friend when she was finished with it. So I've just washed it out, cleaned it out, took the label off of it. It is just a container. Ideally, I would probably opt for a container that is not black because black and sun means that you might end up with some melty food when you're outside. So far I haven't had that issue, and this is what I could get, so this is what I used. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bag inside of the container, and we'll get to filling it up, and I'll show you what I put in. So for the first meal we will have when we are out in the backcountry, that will be Saturday's lunch. So for lunch I just have some Mr. Noodle ramen packets. Got 2 of those, 1 for each of us. These pack a little bulkier than I'd like them to, but they make a really great lunch. They're very filling, and once they're gone, then the wrapper compacts nicely in the garbage and I don't have to worry about the space. It's just a matter of getting it out there. So that is Saturday's lunch. For dinner on Saturday, we are going to be having some instant mashed potatoes. So that is what is in this bag right here. And to pair with the instant mashed potatoes, we like to do a brown gravy. Now for 1 package of instant mashed potatoes, I usually do half a package of the brown gravy mix. So usually when you buy a box of instant mashed potatoes, it comes with 2 bags of these, so 1 packet works for 1 box in total. So I mix those 2 up, and then we are also going to be having some bacon. This is like the ready crisp, fully cooked bacon. You can just heat it up. We usually just take it and add it right into the mashed potatoes, and the potatoes kind of warm it up for us. So that is our Saturday night dinner. Now for breakfast on Sunday morning, we are going to have the other half of our bacon, and then we are going to also be cooking up and trying for the first time these Golden Grill hash browns. So they're dehydrated hash browns that you add some water to, let sit, and then you fry them up in a frying pan. So I'm excited to see how these turn out. I've heard great things about them. So this is our breakfast for Sunday morning. In terms of lunch for Sunday, we are going to be bringing some of these small tortilla wraps. There's quite a few in here. I'm not sure I'm going to bring them all, but we'll bring some of these. And then I have some hot rods, so we can put hot rods in the tortillas. We've done that before. And I'm also going to fill a little container of peanut butter, and I'll bring that to throw on the tortillas if we prefer. This is just a quick lunch because I'm not sure how late we'll be staying out on the Sunday. We might already be back to the vehicle by the time we're having this meal. So this is just something quick, kind of snacky that we can eat. So that's that lunch. Moving on to snacks. So these are just some of the snacks we're going to be bringing. So these are the snacks I like to fill in containers and bring with us. So each of us has, these are the Light My Fire Add a Twist containers. So they have lids and they are airtight, waterproof containers. You just put the lid in and they all twist together in any formation you'd like and create sort of a tower. So they come with 3 different size containers. So they all twist together pretty easily. And you can see they create a decent sized container, and the top lid actually has a bit of a handle so you can hang it off of things. It's really sturdy, really durable containers. This can take a few drops or hits to things without breaking. And it's about the size of a tall, like 1 liter water bottle, maybe a little bit larger than 1 liter. So this is mine, nice magenta kind of color, and my boyfriend has his own container that is a bluey color. I also have these containers for my parents, and so there is another greeny kind of golden color that I have for one of my family members as well. These are great containers. I love them. They're a little hard to come by, but they're a great thing to have, and I love to fill them up with some of the loose snacks that we bring with us. So when it comes to the loose snacks that we are going to bring with us this time, we like to always bring a couple sweet things. Just, you know, when you're out there, you might need a little pick-me-up, a little dessert of some kind, if you will. So for this trip, we have some Mike and Ike Berry Blast, so I'll add those to a container. And I have some Warhead Sour Key candies. I usually like to also bring the M&M peanuts because those ones don't melt super easily in the heat, but I couldn't actually find any at my local grocery store this time, so I don't have any right now. But that's okay, this candy will do. And then in terms of more throughout the day snacks, some a little bit healthier snacks, we have some goldfish that I'm going to be throwing in. So this is the extreme cheddar pretzel mix one, my favorite type of goldfish. Really great snack, so I'll throw some of those in. Then we have some teddy bear cookies. I really enjoy graham crackers or cookies of some kind when I'm out there, and the teddy bear size, although very childish, is a great size to bring with. It fits in the containers really easily, and these are super easy to munch on. And the last sort of food for the containers is this trail mix that I have. So this is edamame power, and it has cranberries, almonds, edamame, and pumpkin seeds. So I'll add that to some containers as well. Moving right along, I also like to bring some prepackaged snacks with us. These snacks I tend to sometimes not keep in the actual barrel itself. I might keep them in a little dry bag attached to the outside of my pack. So these are easy access when we're doing portages or things like that. So these are the quick grab snacks, as I like to call them. There is a lot of snacks here, especially in combination with the ones that will be in our containers. I've been told I like to bring a lot of snacks, and I do usually bring home some of the snacks. We don't end up eating them all, but my theory is I'd always like to make sure that I have food in case something goes wrong. Maybe when my dinners doesn't turn out, maybe I spill the pot with one of my dinners or meals, and so I like to always have some backups of food so that I never go hungry. So some of the things we are bringing this trip is some chewy granola bars. These are just chocolate chip. So I've got a few of those to throw in. I have some Rice Krispie squares, some Mott's Fruit Stations fruit snacks. I've got one package of Pop-Tarts. I believe this is the strawberry type. These just are a great filling snack if you're super hungry. They're a great meal replacement too if something were to happen. So I always like to throw one of those in. And then we have some applesauce. So I have 2 different types, regular apple and then apple strawberry. These are those squeezy tubes, super convenient because you don't have to bring a spoon, and they're resealable if you happen to not finish yours when you're having it, although I've never had that happen yet. But these are super squeezable, easy to pack. I love these things, even though they're meant for kids. I always tend to bring these along because they're a great way to get some fruit in the backcountry without having to worry about things going bad. So that is what we are bringing with packaged snacks. The last food-related thing that I am bringing with us for this trip, which I always throw in, is some Mio liquid water enhancer little containers. So these are super great because, of course, when we're going on backcountry trips, we're often drinking lake water, filtered of course. I use my Be-Free filter. But sometimes lake water doesn't always taste the best, or you get a little tired of water. And so I love to bring these. They're nice and small, they're fairly light, they're quick, they're easy, and you can make some different flavors of juice in the backcountry. So the flavors I'm bringing this trip is strawberry watermelon. Now I'm bringing a lot because these are all closer to empty, so I want to make sure we have some. This is cranberry raspberry, and then we have mango peach. Now I might also throw in some tea bags because I enjoy tea. My boyfriend not so much, but I might throw some in for myself. And then we may or may not throw in some Crown Royal apple because I like to mix that with the cranberry raspberry Mio for a nice after dinner drink. And so I think that's it for food, and I will show you what it all looks like in the barrel when it's all packed in there. So this is the entirety of our food for the weekend. So I have all of our really readily accessible prepackaged snacks thrown in this bag. So this is the applesauce, granola bars, Rice Krispies, all that sort of stuff. So this will hang on the outside of one of our packs, so we can grab it when we need. So that's that bag. I've filled up our containers, and these will go in our packs as is, or possibly hung from the outside. And then I've put all of the rest of the food in this food barrel. So this is all our meals and the Mio and all of that stuff. So I'm going to seal up this bag. I like to throw in an extra Ziploc bag to use as a garbage bag. I know I have some in here already, and if that food is gone early enough, I'll just use one of those. But in case I have some snacks or something and have some garbage before I get to one of those, I like to throw in an extra bag. So I usually just tuck that in the top. And then close it up. And we're good to go, and that is all of our food for this weekend.